I just got a text and I have to do this again. Okay, now. Anyways. Alright. Trying to show you guys the time. Oh, give me 1 second. What does that mean? 11:30. First of all, I'm going to blame it on Snapchat because I got really distracted. And second of all, I'm going to blame this video on Amy. Yes, Amalia Rose. Today's video is inspired by you. I saw her Snapchat, and from my understanding, she was writing a song. It said work in progress, and I heard it, and I was really inspired by it, and I felt really happy about it, and I was so happy that she was like writing songs. I'm not sure how many she's done or if she's just starting or whatever, but anyways, then after that, being the old lady that I am, I just wanted to go to sleep, but my brain wouldn't let me, and it reminded me of wanting to do this, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't read my devotional for today, so might as well. July 2nd, July 2, however you're saying it. Of this book, by the way, if you guys have read it, you know what I'm going to read about. And it's so interesting because after seeing her Snapchat, I was like gonna write to her and stuff and motivate her, but then she motivated me, is that right, to read this. And funny enough, what this is talking about today is kind of what she did and kind of what I wanted to talk about, and I really loved it. But anyways, first I'm just gonna read parts of this, and then I'll say something. So anyways, from today's devotional, Proverbs 4:12. It is a little late for me, so I'm probably gonna not read this right, but anyways, so bear with me because I'm gonna be very slow. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Proverbs 4:12. The Lord only builds a bridge of faith directly under the feet of a faithful traveler. He never builds the bridge a few steps ahead, for then it would not be one of faith. We live by faith and not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. So, years ago, automatic gates were sometimes used on country roads. They would securely block the road as a vehicle approached. And if the traveler stopped before coming to the gate, it would not open. But if the traveler drove straight toward it, the weight of the vehicle would compress the springs below the roadway, and the gate would swing back to let him pass. The vehicle had to keep moving forward, or the gate would remain closed. This illustrates the way to pass through every barrier that blocks the road of service for God. Whether the barrier is a river, a mountain, or a gate, all a child of Jesus must do is head directly towards it. If it is a river, it will dry up as he comes near. If it's a mountain, it will be removed and cast into the sea. Is some great barrier blocking your path of service right now? Then head straight for it. We sit and weep in vain while the voice of the Almighty tells us to never stop moving upward and onward. Let us advance boldly, whether it is dark and we can barely see the forest in front of us, or a road leads us through the mountain pass, where from any vantage point we can only see a few steps ahead. Press on, and if necessary, like the ancient Israelites, we will find a pillar of clouds and fire to lead the way on our journey through the wilderness. God will provide guides and inns along the road, and we will discover food, clothing, and friends at every stage of our journey. So, I hope you're understanding this. I'm pretty sure you do. It's pretty clear. It's just basically saying you need to move forward. You need to give the first step. And I know like maybe my little messages here and there are slightly similar, but anyways, this was just mostly like a little encouragement, which it was an encouragement for me personally. I wasn't going to share this. It was just, I just liked it, and then I was just going to speak to Amy. But I think it can be pretty general. It can help you guys at some point. And you don't have to do like something like great and like super, I don't know. I just like that this said you need to give the first step. Whatever in life, you know, sometimes we're kind of just like waiting for things to happen. And I'm just going to talk about me. I'm not specifically thinking of any of you guys in particular, like, oh, Jackie's waiting on something, Diana's waiting on something. I wasn't going to mention names because I want like this to be for everybody. But anyways, so putting me as an example, it's kind of hard for me to like want to do something if I don't know what's going to happen. Like if I don't have like something telling me like it's okay if you give this step, it'll be okay because you're gonna have this on the next door, this is what's gonna happen. Like, I need insurance. If I don't know what's on the other side, I'm afraid to do it. And this is basically saying you will have no insurance. Like there will be no light unless you give the step. And only if you give that step, then that road is going to light up. So you need to give the first step first. Being redundant. Again, sorry for the time, my brain just right now. But anyways, so I enjoyed seeing Amy writing songs, and you all have something. You all definitely have something, and that is just something I admire and value from all of you. And I can individually say what I see in you, so I just want you to know that I'm not making this general like, oh, you all are very special. I do mean that you guys individually are really special, and I just want to encourage you on anything. Just try to always give the first step. Just try to have this life as an adventure, just like how God wants you to have this. Like this life, our life is definitely an adventure, and by experience, just like throwing myself out there to like moving to somewhere else, by doing this, by doing that, without really knowing what's going to happen, it has been amazing. It has given me heartache. It has given me strength. Regardless, I would have never changed it. I would have done it no matter what. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to, whatever it is you want to do, but you're kind of afraid because you're not sure what's on the other side or if the doors are going to open, you need to move straight to it. You need to walk straight for it in order for you to know what's going to happen. So don't be afraid if you don't know what's on the other side. Basically what this is saying, give that step without knowing it's on the other side. Just throw yourself out there and do it. So on anything, no matter what it is, if you're like years ahead from like school and you're not done, or like this job, or you're stuck somewhere, or maybe you have no dreams, like nothing's wrong right now, everything's like super chill and it's fine. Just try to like throw yourself out there. Just try to like give the first step. And whenever something does come along and you're like not sure what's going to happen, just with this, just throw yourself and give the first step. And I just want to encourage you, girls, guys, anybody, where's in your heart, if ever, whenever you do have something, a desire or something like in your heart, but you're like too afraid because you're not sure like how it's going to work or what's going to happen, just remember this. Give that first step. Regardless if you don't know what's going to happen, give that first step. Just if it's something that God is really putting in your heart, it's because He's got your back and He's going to provide everything for you. So, and everything in life, just move forward, move straight to it, move straight through the mountain, that river, that gate, whatever it is. Just move past your fears of anything and just like live life boldly. And today I feel like it was kind of a mess, my message, but anyways, I hope this helps. I hope this just like made you think somehow or like helped you in some way. But anyways, 11 something right now. You guys are like my motivation to just want to share something and to want to read and to want to move forward and to want to be better. So thank you for that. And I just want to motivate you to do the same to someone else. Push somebody else to want to be better, to want to read, to want to do something. So, and continue doing what you're doing. And that's it. Good night, everybody.